On the last video, we replaced the 80-20 sink with a basin, a full basin sink, single basin, and we also replaced the faucet with a Moen faucet. Just really love the way this came out. We really love this sink. But we got a couple more videos we're going to shoot on these DIYs, and we're going to be installing a medicine cabinet. And we picked this up at Lowe's. It was relatively cheap. It was like $44, and it has 2 shelves. And you know, as anybody knows who owns a motorhome or an RV, storage is a premium. So anything that you can do, you put your small items in here, it really makes a difference. So this is the first project we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to remove the mirror. Now I will say this mirror, fortunately, this mirror moves. So therefore, you just got to remove the 4 clips and the mirror should come down. But on some of these motorhomes, even in your home, they will spot glue the mirror to the wall. That can make it a little bit more difficult to get off. And if you do come across that and you have to do it, if you'll take just normal window wedge or shims that you use to align your doors up, you can push the shims in behind the mirror and slowly work it off, and that glue will release without breaking the mirror. But if you do have to do that, remember to wear safety glasses, because if it does break, you can get shards in your eyes. But we don't have, it looks like we're not going to have to do that because I can move the mirror. So let's get the tools ready. Let's get everything lined up. We're going to remove the mirror, and then we'll position the medicine cabinet and get started installing that. So let's go. All right, I always start from the top so the mirror doesn't slide down or drop. So we'll remove these 4 clips that hold the mirror in. Now just put some pressure on the mirror and hold it with your hand. And this one is glued down. So what we're going to have to do, now I'm going to have to get some shims, and I can feel the glue is right in the middle. So we'll have to start adding some shims in here and slowly working this mirror off the wall. So let me grab some shims. We'll be right back. Okay, we got our door shims. These are composite door shims. They come in wood. You can just get them in a package. They're door frame shims, so you can adjust the door when you're installing a new one. But because they're tapered and wedged, you can work these in and start stacking them up, and it will put equal pressure on that. So let's start that. And just remember, you want to be careful with this, because that glass, if it does pop, it could send shards of glass. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep working these shims in, but I'm going to go slow so we let the glue just start releasing. It will release, it's just going to go slow. All right, we got the mirror. We started loose. It had a bead of glue, and I'm sure it's got one right here. So now we're going to remove the shims. Now we're going to slowly see if we can start working this glue loose. And it is not wanting to give up easy. What I had to do is get a long butcher knife and go in behind and release the inside. And it looks like they used double-sided tape, and they did instead of glue. So it wasn't too bad. That was actually pretty easy to get off. So we got the mirror off. Now we're going to need to clean up all this double-sided tape and peel all this off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Power Grab. When we put the new medicine cabinet, we'll mark our positions. We have a solid board here for mounting, and we should have one right here, so we should be able to put a screw in each corner and properly mount it along with the Power Grab to keep anything from coming loose. So let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll start measuring where we're going to put our cabinet. All right, now we're ready to mark where we want the mirror. And I'm a little tall, my wife's a little short, so we kind of got a conflict of interest here where the mirror goes. So I'm going to put the mirror where I'm kind of at the top, and she'll be kind of in the middle, so kind of like that location right there. So I'm going to put a mark where I want it, and we'll try to reset that. Okay, took a little break, had to change clothes. I was all sweaty. We're not trying to run the air conditioner to keep some of the noise down. But anyway, now we've got the wall mark. I did put a couple small screws right here, and you see we kind of got the tape off the best we could to help hold it up. When you do things by yourself, little things like this make it a lot easier to put it up. But all we got to do now, we put some, I'm using Power Grab. It doesn't have to be anything special, but I'm going to put a bead of glue. And we are ready to install. Alright, the only thing we'll have to do is to make sure we don't make a mess. Put that up against the wall, push it in, make sure we're set. Here we are. Feel not. There we go. There. We put our 4 screws in each corner. Battery. That's it. It is installed, and we'll put our shelves in. And we're going to put some, when we figure out where we want our shelves, we're going to put some silicone where the clips go. That way they don't vibrate out when you're going down the road. One other thing, we did put a friction clamp on to help hold it closed. It just doesn't come with a cabinet. You pick this up at Lowe's as well. Okay, that's got it. We got the cabinet in. What I did is, like I said, I put a little dab on the silicone on the bottom of the pins. Also put some silicone on top of the pin, so when it dries, it'll keep the shelves from moving or shifting out. Pretty simple. That was a really easy job to do. Definitely DIY. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this white plastic sink. We're going to install the stainless steel sink. This is a 10 by 13 sink. The sink we got is coming from RecPro. So we'll get this one out, and we'll get the new sink in, and then we'll move on to the other 2 projects. All right. Okay, we're ready to start the sink installation. Remove them. This is not going to take a lot. This is the sink we purchased once again from RecPro. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the highway. God bless, and fish on.